Baby Badger, what's the score? What's the score going to be today? Don't run away from me.
Hey.
Who's this? Oh, where'd you steal the tracksuit from? I don't know you. Who are you?
To go again now. Back.
Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Where you been?
Hello, children. Your injury, back, legs are good. Good to go.
Your legs are good.
Yeah,
you had a hand injury, but your legs are good.
Legs are good.
Mad.
Come on.
He ain't got no shoes on though.
Yeah, the rest of man don't wear shoes, cuz.
Rasta man don't wear shoes, no?
They wear sandals.
Alright, what have you got on though? Crep check time.
Let me get out one sec.
Crep check time. Let me come round. What you got on today?
Classics, fam. Some Air Forces.
Jeez, a rainy day, man's wearing white.
Brother, I had to grab any pair, fam. I'm tired, bro. I was late.
I thought you were a bad driver and you had a driving course today.
I do. Well, dedication to the team, innit?
How many goals are the boys going to score today? 5. And how many are the other team going to score? 1. You're saying 5-1 today, yeah? Okay.
Where I came up, it's the trap way or no way. Where I came up, it's the trap way or no way. Where I came up, it's the trap way or no way. Where I came up, it's the trap way or no way. Had to do the road for the payroll. Life changed from the first brick of yo. In the studio all night just trying to lay low. Still got hitters that do it when I say so. She gon' fuck me in this Range Rover. Counting racks on when the day's over. I get high each time I do go. For that chief keep I hate so. But how come these old niggas hate so much? We live like Peter Pan, we ain't grown up. Was in the dark but now the boy grown up. I pray to God that we just keep blowing up. Came up, it's the trap way or no way.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Sunday League Football with ourselves, Sporting Continental. The song you just heard is by Little Torment. It's called Trapway. Make sure you check him out on Spotify, search him up on YouTube. Also make sure you check out TKGTM. Just type that into YouTube and you will see our very own Jordan, aka Mr. Stormless himself. And of course, if it's your first time joining us, welcome. And if it's not, welcome back. But if it is your first time, make sure you press subscribe, click the notification button, give us a like, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, leave us a comment. Let's get it.
They're looking small. I'm not expecting them. If they're putting balls over the top, I'm expecting everything to be won. I'm doubting that, so I'm guessing a lot of balls on the floor. So straight away, I've got enough pace down the flanks anyway with Darren and BJ. So you guys already know what you're doing. There's enough pace there. Going forward, we do what's working already, and we'll see how that goes. To begin with, straight away, I want to press straight away. I want them to not know what's hitting.
Press. Really quickly. Hey, Sammy, jump, come in for it. Really quick. You might have seen it on Twitter. Last night, they already hashtagged themselves giant killers, and I'm not making that up. They actually said giant killers about themselves today. Let's make sure we're not victims. So I can tweet them on the end and say, what'd you say?
So let's quickly run through today's starting lineup. In goal, we have number 1 is Crazy Ray Banks. Back 4 stays unchanged from last game. We've got VJ on the right, Hugo and Juppy centre backs, and Darren at left back. One change in the middle of the park. Lewis comes in to play alongside Theo 1 and Theo 2. Our front 3, we've got Sammy on the right, Sir Hughes down the middle, and Sid the Sloth on the left hand side. 4 subs for us today, so it's a full squad. We've got Dammy, we've got Bennett, and we've got Sanchez. Our 4th sub is the other Dammy, our false number 10. He doesn't get a graphic. And the gaffer, as always, the Badger. So off we go then, and it's Sir Dan Hughes to get the game underway. We're kicking from left to right. Our opponents today, Clapham Wanderers. We don't know too much about them, I must be honest. They are a couple of leagues below us, but they do have a striker that's firing on form. I believe he's on double figures for this season already. And we have one half of soft centre playing, and we've got Ray Banks in goal. So you never really know what's going to happen. And they've already knocked out a team that's a division higher than them from this competition. And here you see Theo on the ball, and just as you think you've got him surrounded, he plays it through your legs and wins a free kick. And here's Drage setting up the free kick early, sending it forward to Dan. Dan miscontrols it, falls to the defender, plays it back to the keeper, and the goalkeeper picks it up, and that's going to be an indirect free kick. Here you've got Sammy and Matt standing over the ball, fakes the pass and plays it to Matt. Matt has a shot. Alexa, show me the worst 5-yard pass on the internet. Number 6 on the ball here is Lewis. Allowed time to cross it into the box. Back stick to Drage. Drage across the box, and it's a header by Darren, but saved by the goalkeeper. 20 minutes in, and Theo 1 is on the ball. Sends it back stick. Drage wins the header, falls to Lewis, and his volley hits the crossbar. Theo on the right hand side drives forward, gets across into the box, and is cleared up in the air by the defender, and is flicked back in by Sammy, and it's a header by Dan, and he's missed the target. We're getting a bit of joy here on the right hand side, and there you see Sammy plays it inside to Dan, and he's brought down. Unlucky there by Matt. It was a great effort, and here you see one of our many poor corners of the day. And Sammy misses out on the header. The ball falls there to number 10. Tries a flick on and ricochets off VJ. Falls well for him. Plays a brilliant ball with the outside of his foot. And here's number 9 closing in on goal. Ray comes, goes back into the goal. Takes a heavy touch, number 9. And it's a good save by Ray. Should be 1-0 to Clapham. And there you see the danger. They do break very quickly. We have to be alert on the counter-attack, especially if we keep possession of the ball like we have been doing. And there you see Hugo playing the ball to Aiden. Aiden driving it forward. Finds Matt. Matt will put the ball onto the right hand side in the path of Sammy. They'll go shoulder to shoulder there. Sammy comes out with the ball, is allowed to turn there by number 2, drives into the box, skips past the player, still got it. Sammy plays it to the edge of the box, and Matt steps up, and it's 1-0 30 minutes into the game. Brilliantly worked by Sammy, good strength shown, cuts it back to Matt, and Matt gets his first of the day with a brilliantly placed side foot finish onto the net. Keeper going the wrong way, gets wrong footed, and it's a good finish. In swinger by Lewis, punched out by the goalkeeper. Dan will chase it to the edge of the box, is allowed to turn, given time and space, and he has a shot, and it's tipped over the bar by the goalkeeper. It's another corner to us. Clapham on the ball. It's a diag here, be cut out by VJ, but the touch is too heavy, falls to number 9. Number 9 plays it to number 7, does a step over, comes inside, there's no second man to tackle. VJ goes to ground, misses it, but the shot doesn't trouble the keeper. Throwing over the far side, Darren plays it to Sanchez, who has just come on to replace Lewis. Sanchez plays it across to Hugo. Hugo goes across one more to VJ. VJ plays it forward to Theo, who's gone over to the right hand side. Theo will switch it with a delightful ball there to Matt. Matt brings it under control, goes into the box, has a shot. Should have cut that back to Danny, to be fair, but the keeper makes a good save. Ball into the box from Matt to Dan. Dan, flag doesn't go up, but the referee overrules the linesman. And it's Darren on the ball coming forward, plays a good ball to Matt. Matt plays it around the corner to Dan. Right foot, left foot, doesn't matter to him. Scores when he wants. We call him Sir Dan. Good play from Darren. Good ball from Matt. But it's all about the finish. Left foot over the keeper into the far corner. And Dan gets his first of the game, adding to the 5 that he scored last week. It's not deja vu, it's Darren with a ball to Matt. Matt flicks it onto Dan. He's in on goal, has a shot, but the keeper manages to save it this time. Now, half-time whistle about to go. We don't put this into the box. I don't know what on earth we were doing here. 2-0, half-time.
It wasn't a great 20 minutes, but we've had chances in there. Defensively, not bad, but they're picking out balls from the middle of the pitch, and I'm seeing this. There's a number 11 over there a few times that has had acres to pick out the pass. Fair enough, defence should be able to know to deal with it and whatever, but if we could stop that from up there, I'd prefer that. Yeah, the balls over the top, we've discussed it. It will work sometimes, and most of the time it probably does. They are smaller, but the ball has to be perfect. It doesn't. Or if it doesn't, then I'm expecting Drage to win every header.
don't expect it hit like Javi Alonso flat. Just put some snow on it, and I'll win the header.
Fair enough.
Sure,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. If you're gonna, yeah. Fair enough.
What does snow mean?
Put some snow in it. Put some snow in it. I'll sniff it.
I made a couple changes. It's looking all right at the moment. I'm gonna leave it the way it is for now. Just start, see how it's going. But, boys, seriously, when you start moving the ball in the middle, they don't want to touch it. So we get maybe just past the halfway line, yeah? And sometimes what we do after that is not the right move. All you guys need to do sometimes is just stand still and look around you. There's so much space, it's unbelievable. Everyone's just running. Just sometimes stand still and look around you. It's so much space because they're going to do that. All they're going to do is run around headless. Don't get me wrong. When they're attacking, they've got the speed, yeah? But you see what happens when they get in front of goal. They don't really know what to do.
Speed over who?
They got speed, not over anyone. They've just got speed. Yeah, but look, so sometimes just take a second just to look around you to see the space around you or what you should do. VJ, I know, started on Sammy. Sammy, you've done a few things where you probably know you should have done something better. And also, Theo, now you've gone to the right side. I didn't tell you, but the same thing I told Sammy. If that ball is on the other side, just attack the back post. Just attack it. I know sometimes instinctively it's not, you're watching them, I get it, but just attack it. You might not make it and you might be out of position, but then VJ's going to be covering you.
I want to be cussing you if you're not there. That's the
yeah, that's it.
Boys, actually, it's strange because they're not a bad team, but they haven't troubled us too much. They've had one shot from open play, which Ray saved, and then the others has been free kicks that we've given away. That being said, it's only 2-0, and everything we picked out on that half was us being picky, except for a little bit on the recovery side of things when we don't have the ball. Nader said it was number 11. I think he confused it was number 10. Number 10.
No, he's talking about the deep player.
Number 10 is in acres of space all the time. So one of the midfielders, if you're not sitting, then me and Jab, one of us has to step in. One of us has to step in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if one of the midfielders ain't got him, then either me or Jab will step to win this game. Now, one thing that I've been saying throughout this whole season is that we are very good at breaking quick when we move the ball quick. If you watch all the videos we've done, when we break quick, teams can't live with us. If we are going to break, let's break quick. Let's move the ball quicker, which is one of the things that Dre just talking about. One touch, get rid. That's why I was shouting at you, because you took one touch to control it, and then you took another one, and then you cleared it. Just that's it. Just take one touch to control it. Once it's under control, just let it go. Yeah, boys, it's our game to lose, right? So let's go and do it.
Let's do this. Energy.
Now I want to start this second half as we pick it up 20 seconds or so in by saying that the first 20 minutes of the first half there, which Badger mentioned, the game was controlled pretty much by Clapham. They didn't really create too many chances, which is why you didn't see that in the video. However, they did have the better of the game. But I will comfortably say that after 20 minutes, it was pretty much all lost, except for that chance that they had to go 1-0 up. VJ on the ball, plays it inside to Matt. Matt will play it into the box with the outside of his foot. The defender will miss it. Keeper comes for it, drops it, and Aiden's dedicating stuff to his ex again. I honestly have no words for that. Tom Daly, eat your heart out. Up steps Matt, sends the keeper the wrong way, slots it home, 3-0. Waits for the keeper to move. The keeper goes to his left, Matt goes to his right, and we extend the lead. Sanchez on the ball, plays it inside to Aiden. Aiden turns, comes forward with it, plays it into Dami. I don't know if that's a foul, if Dami miscontrols it or leaves it. Crossed into the box by Matt. And Serdan gets his second of the game. It's now 4. And there you see it across. Dan, near post run, side foots it past the keeper for his 12th goal of the season.
Can you make sure it hits the net before the
We promise he's not perfect. Here's an example. Now, the first penalty was definitely not a penalty. This one is just silly by the Clapham defender. And here we go then, and it's Matt stepping up for his hat-trick. Went to the keeper's right last time. This time he goes to the keeper's left. Is still in the back of the net. Our 5th of the day. Matt gets his hat trick. And unless there's a miraculous comeback here by Clapham, that almost certainly puts us into the next round of the Marcus Lipton Cup. The onslaught of attack continues, and it's Matt on the right hand side. Ball into the box. Now we give him a lot of stick, but this is a great save. Although the initial punch was horrendous. Now there's a reason we call him Sir Dan, and we see this every week, and I will never stop highlighting it. And there you see our striker tracking back. Close them. Hey, you see Darren on the near side. Ball played into him by Matt. Darren plays it inside to Dan. Dan flicks it into Matt. Matt comes inside, has a shot. I mean, what else can we say about this guy? He does it every week. Comes inside, has a shot into the bottom corner. Keeper rooted to the spot. 6-0, 20 minutes still to go. We call them Baba Ray and Devon. And here you see Matt playing it to Jappy. Oi, Badger, seriously. Can we sub him already, please? In no seriousness, another fantastic finish by Matt. Gets his 5th of the game, I believe. Over the wall, into the bottom left-hand side. Keeper's right. Keeper diving, nowhere near it. 7-0. Never dive in when El Jefe has the ball. Sammy over the far side, running forward, allowed time, gets the ball into the box, deflected by the defender, falls to Sanchez. The keeper denies him his first ever goal. Dan working hard, pressing the defender. Bennett comes out on top, one-on-one with the keeper. Michael Benjani Bennett gets his first goal for the club on his debut. Exquisitely finished, little clip over the goalkeeper. Keeper goes to ground, he lifts it just over him, and it's an excellent finish. 8-0, 5 minutes to go. Now, much like the rest of my life, I have no idea what's going on here. Drage takes the free kick into an empty net. I have no clue where the keeper is. The referee lets that stand. Everyone's confused. Our players are confused. Clapham's players are confused. The only 2 people that know what's going on is Matt and the referee, who apparently let him take the quick free kick. 9-0. So that will be it for today. That's the end of the game. We've won 9-0 against Clapham Wanderers. I want to give them a ton of credit. They didn't create too many chances today, but they did keep the ball very well, especially, as I say, in the first 20 minutes of the first half. We do want to wish them all the best for the rest of the season. As for us, our attention now turns on to next Sunday as we play Hackney Wednesday over at Hackney Marshes in the London Sunday Junior Cup competition. Will be a tough game. They are unbeaten this season just like us, and they do score a bag of goals, and they are top of the league just like we are. As always, don't forget to subscribe, press that like button, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, leave us a comment. That's it from me for this week. I'm going to leave you all with a word from the gaffer, Badger. So, Badger, 9-0 win, straightforward in the end. Give us your thoughts on today's match.
Well, it was a very good game. Started a bit slow, to be fair, but the boys picked up very quickly. Very, very happy with the result. 9-0, fantastic, clean sheet, a lot of goals, and on to the next round.
So, that's 7 wins in a row now since the beginning of the season. How important is it to keep the momentum going?
You know what? The boys have done an unbelievable job. The wins in a row, haven't once ever dropping those points, and also going through to different rounds of cup games. It's really important to keep this going. I think the boys know that nobody wants to lose. It hasn't really been a topic of discussion. I wouldn't like to make it so, but I think it is in the back of everybody's head that we just do want to keep on winning and try and keep this streak as long as possible.
Another plus today was the clean sheet. How important is that going into this massive cup game that we have next week against Hackney Wednesday? where we might actually be the underdogs for a change?
Well, the clean sheet plays a massive role going into next week's cup game. I think it's a very, very big boost mentally, not only to the defence but to the whole team. We could be underdogs, but I don't think that we're seeing it that way. But at the same time, we are going to come into this game not knowing pretty much anything about the opposition. So the clean sheet and the goals, the last game, and the way the whole season is going is kind of ticking on game by game. But this is going to be probably our hardest game yet, and I'm really looking forward to it.